Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva. In the previous class, I taught you about the hypothetical village that is Palampur. I gave you a brief introduction about that village. Anyone can say what I told, children? Yes, that is, I said you about how that village is well connected to the nearby towns and cities, how it is having all the irrigational facilities, oh, there is a availability of electricity, you have schools over there, you have dispensary, you have government hospital, everything, a shop, all types of transport like jeep and tractors also are available over there. Now we are going to have the next topic in this chapter, children, that is the organization of production. What are the things which is necessary for the production purpose, right? So firstly, of production, right? Firstly, what is said to be very much important for the production? You need a land, right? So land plays a very vital role as far as the production is concerned, children. It is given foremost importance because without the land, it is not possible to construct anything. You can't just do it in the atmosphere or underneath the earth, isn't it? So land is said to be very much important for the production of whatever the output is concerned, right? Secondly, labor. Labor is said to be that factor which can be used for the two things. That is, you do have the manual labor. Okay, manual labor or manual work can be done by the person who are said to be unskilled or uneducated. Right, children? So, labor are those people who do the manual work, who are just asking for the wages for per day, per month, or per week as such. Okay. Thirdly, we do have physical capital. Capital in economic terms, we give importance to money, children, right? Capital is said to be the captain of the ship always. So physical capital is divided into two things, that is fixed capital and working capital. Fixed means, what do you mean by fixed? Fixed is which is said to be very much fixed. Okay, like you do have machines, tools, or buildings. Okay, children. For example, we can just take the example of a watch. Okay. Now, for a watch, you need a land where you are just building a lamp and a factory. Okay, lab or a factory. Then later on, you need a labor in order to work in that lab. Then, as far as the fixed is concerned, for this, you have to build that factory on the land, right? For that, you need a fixed machines where you're not only making one watch or one, whatever the material is concerned, where you're just doing or having almost thousands of watches together. So making of thousands of watches together, it needs a machine. That machines comes under the fixed capital. Now, what do you mean by working capital? Working capital is said to be the raw materials, right? Raw materials and money in hand. That is money. Now, what do you mean by raw materials? In order to make a watch, what are the raw materials which is necessary? That is, you need steel, aluminium, and leather. Right, children? So these three are very much important for in order to make a watch. So they are said to be the raw materials. So with these three raw materials, we are making a watch with the help of a machines, which is done by a labor, which is actually constructed in a land. So all are interdependent to each other, children, right? So in order to buy all these things, we need money. We need money. So on the whole, money plays a very vital role, children, very vital role. From basic tools like plow, a farmer's plow, to a sophisticated machines like turbines, generators, all these needs money. Not only that, the money is just giving the salary or the wages to these labors also. In order to give the wages or the salary, we need money. So money plays a very basic important. Without money, it is not possible for us to do any product or to get any output. Finally, we have the human capital. Without this human capital, it is not possible to get the output from land, labor, or physical capital. Human being with his own skill, creativity, capability, and what all the innovative things he decides, everything comes under human capital, children. Did you get it? So human capital also plays a very vital role in order to get a good output or good production or give a profit to a company. So every way the human capital also plays a very vital role, children, right? Now we can get to know in a very broader way, right? See, this is the village atmosphere which I showed you. These are the 4 factors of production. The first requirement is land. Okay, the second requirement is labor. The third one, physical capital. So in that physical capital, you have 2 things, that is the fixed capital and you have the working capital, right? So the fourth requirement is human capital. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, which are known as factors of production. So with these 4 requirements, we are just having the factors of production. Without these 4, it is not possible to produce any goods. Of course, land is said to be a natural resources, children, which is very much limited, and we have to just see to it that our unlimited wants get comprised in this limited resource. Okay, we do have water, forest, minerals also comes under the land resource. That is the natural resources as such. Okay, now I told you laborers. So the people who are working over here is said to be the laborer, who is said to be uneducated or almost unskilled laborers who just go in constructive purpose or any other manual work as such. But here you do have the person who is educated and is going to get a good payment. Yes, this is physical capital, which is being divided into 2 categories, fixed and working capital. In the fixed, you do have the tools and machines. In the working capital, you have the raw materials and money, children. This is human capital, okay, where you can get, or you're just comprising yourself with the knowledge and enterprises and making yourself to get more output with your abilities, skills, education, training, experience, wisdom, creativity, so on and so forth, children, right? So almost the human capital plays a very vital role as far as our economic terms is concerned. Yes, the land, capital, labor, and the entrepreneur who plays a very vital role in order to just make our country into a developed nation. So in all the countries, we just take these factors of production where the output is deciding our own country's development. I think you've got this, children. These are the assignment questions. Usually used to get this type of questions as far as the exam point of view. What are the main factors for production of goods and services, and differentiate between physical and human capital? Thank you, children. I think you've got everything, whatever I told you. see to it that you're reading it. These factors of protections are said to be very important. Thank you. Have a nice day.